of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Stand 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
A hole to dig out of here. Second and 17. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it.
He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 1.
Now a first carry for Dion Lewis. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Cardinals 0.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, You often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Murray. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
To Saquon Barkley. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On the carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 30. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez lining
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Complete to Golden.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing that puts them in that position.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
2nd and 12.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now is Murray. Able to find Isabella. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Murray going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals.
To number 10.
DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
makes the score.
I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. Forced out to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
A 25-yard attempt.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Julian Love picks it.
Murray's pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves,
is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
With the score.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra.
So that is 2 pick 6s he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick 6s, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Peterson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
Here's Tate to return it.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he'll get this out to Barkley, complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This is out quickly to the right. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with the flag. Third and goal, it's Drake. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He couldn't quite find the goal line, but a good run of 8 yards is going to make it an interesting 4th and goal now. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run. It's Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The score, Cardinals.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It's caught, Shepard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards. yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
From the 31, Murray. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jones. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.